to have passwords in your devices, in your phones, without your husband or your wife knowing about. It is an error. A good advice: don't use the time that you have to spend with your family to be on social media, to check phones, even when we are with your wife, when you are with your husband, when we are with your children. These are things that might break relationship and might break home. And when you walk into characters that you know that your spouse is not happy about, you have an access to the phone of your husband, you have an access to the phone of your wife, please be careful and use it wisely. One thing I have seen under the sun: it is an error for a legal married man and a legal married woman to have passwords in your devices, in your phones, without your husband or your wife knowing about. It is an error. When a man and a woman is legally married, because there are different types of marriages. There are marriages called living together. There are marriages, we call them, this is the father of my children, this is the mother of my children. But when a man is legally married in the courts or by tradition, a commitment is within a man and a woman. It is an error for you to have pins, passwords in your phone without your husband or your wife knowing. Because in things like this, it's look as if you as a man is keeping secrets, you as a woman is keeping secret. When you have nothing under your skeleton, when you have nothing, you are hiding. Your wife is supposed to be aware of your pin, and your husband is supposed to be aware of your pin. There are many reasons why it should be, because at times things might happen and your husband is not aware of your pin. There's a disaster. Things might happen, your wife is not aware of your pin. It's a disaster. But when you are legally married with trust, with the whole of your heart, both of you love each other. I know most men, most parents put pins on their phones because of their children, because children today, they are growing so wide, and most of them, they go into your phone and play games with it. Yes, and for other reasons, for security reasons, over other people that might get access to your phone, that might get some of your data, which is very important. It is advisable to put pin as well. It is wrong for your wife or your husband not to be aware of your pin. When things like this is happening in a marriage, it takes away lack of trust. One might be thinking another thing, the other one may be thinking another thing. But as a legally married person, it is an error for you to have that without your wife knowing. And another advice I will add to it for the legal married man and woman: when you have an access to the phone of your husband or the phone of your wife, be careful, because the world that we are living today, there are a lot of mystery that is taking place. Messages might come that was sent to other people that might come into your phone. If you see those kind of a thing, then please be wise. Don't think otherwise. Most people, when you ask them, they say they keep their phones from their wives or their husband because of this kind of error. But as a legal married man and woman, when messages come into the phones of your wife or your husband, please check it properly. Ask your partner, ask your wife, ask your husband. See if there are mistakes. At times, don't forget, there are people, they are looking for where to break both of you, to put you both of you apart. They might send some messages because they are aware that you have an access to your husband's phone, you have an access to your wife's phone. Because most of them, they are not happy when homes are together. But I want to tell you, as a spouse together, when you are legally married, you have an access to the phone of your husband, you have an access to the phone of your wife. Please be careful and use it wisely so that it will not break. Because many homes has been broken up today. Many husband and wife have been divorced or are in problem because of messages that is coming, because the social media today is growing so wide and homes are tearing apart. And as a husband and a wife, when you have an access to the phone of your husband, the phone of your wife, then please use wisdom to go into it, and whatever you see, try and speak it together so that the devil will not walk through it. The devil will not damage it. And always try to create time for both of yourself. As a wife, create time for your husband. As a husband, create time for your wife. Create time for your children. No matter the time schedule that you have that is so tight, always try your best to create time for each other. Love each other. Take them out. Do things once in a while. Those things that you know that are bad, that is in you as a husband, as a wife, look for how to kill it down. Take it away. You will see your love growing stronger and stronger. Because when you don't create time for each other, it causes a lot of damages. Your wife needs your time as a husband, and wife, your husband needs your time as a wife. Your children needs your time as well. Most of the time, no matter the schedule that you have, try and understand that families, you need to pay a lot of sacrifice to get it. And when there's trust, banding both of you, you see the children growing on the right direction. The society needs better children. The society want to live in a better position, because the society today, they are even tired of the way children are growing. But you as a husband and wife, we need to work so that the society will be a better place to live. And I know as you put this lesson in the back of your mind, it's going to help you, help your children, and help the society. Try your possible best to create time for your family. The time that you have, you might be working so hard, but the little time that you have with them, spend it with them. Don't spend it too much on phone. You can watch your phones. Doesn't matter, because the world is growing so fast today. Don't forget that a family are most important. For you to build a home, it must come from the whole of your heart. You must put your all to it as a man, as a woman, and as children as well. And I know, as we put this lesson in the back of your mind, our home, our life, our loved ones get better. And the sky will always be our limit. You are blessed and you are